All right, we're out here on the 101 headed south. It's missing a nut. It sucked in the nut. Turbo blew again, but let's back up because it hasn't been shitty this whole time. We did just have a whole lot of fun.
After romping in the Eastern Sierra and picking up Jessica at the airport, we once again met up with Aidan in San Francisco and began driving south to Los Angeles.
You're so French.
Yep. Oui, oui.
But not before being pulled over again by the fuzz.
So the complaint we got was people thought you were dumping urine out there?
Yeah.
So you saying you have something like a gray sink or something like that? It's kind of dumps water as you
Yeah, it just has water that comes right out the bottom of the sink.
Totally cool.
Yeah.
Nice van. How long you had it?
It has been on the road for a month and a week. Took me a year to build it.
Diesel?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Run forever.
Yeah, to run forever.
All right, sir.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
Be on your way.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
have a good day.
All right, you too. Take care. We have officially been pulled over twice in the span of 6 days here in California.
Oh, nice, dude. This is the first time I've been pulled over in a long, long time. First time in this van.
With John Q. Law sufficiently satisfied with our explanation, we headed down the coast towards Santa Cruz, where once again we met up with Ralph to pick up a few parts from Van Cafe.
Does that thing even run?
Runs with the spirit of this guy.
You know, I've never actually ridden in a punch buggy before.
Really?
Yeah, never, ever.
Punch buggy.
It's like the loudest vehicle I've ever been in. We're only going 10 miles an hour.
Welcome to the barrio.
Lights, wipers, and that new back window.
From there, our merry fellowship, now headed up by a loud Baja bug, headed further south towards Plaskett Creek Campground, where I took it upon myself to film Aidan cooking breakfast for dinner.
Here's what we're gonna do. How do I look? I look good. Aidan's gonna show us what it's like to cook in a van.
Yeah. It's really different than cooking anywhere else.
Super different.
Yeah.
Step one of cooking in the van.
Step one is opening up your windows. Have that sucking all the air out. All right, now time for cutting. I like to cut the bacon up into small little strips. Cast iron is an amazing tool and something that is necessary for just about any van meal.
Fun fact, we've been on the road for 3 years and we haven't had a cast iron skillet.
I love cooking in the van. I don't know why. I just really enjoy it.
That's done?
Done.
Feed me.
That night, we hung out with friends new and old, and all of us hit the hay with food in our bellies and giggles in our hearts, ready to greet the coming day.
There you go.
Look, there's no window. Here, look.
Don't let him jump out.
There's Linus right there. Linus, it's your escape hatch. What's the matter, Linus? Yeah, your window's out. Listen, hey, shh. Let me explain. We're putting a window back in here for you. It's not gonna stay open. It's okay. We're gonna put a window back in here for you, and you're not gonna have this open. You're not gonna be cold the whole time. It's gonna be another window that's gonna have a slider on it. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna like it. Okay?
Poor Ralph. He spent the next 2 hours or so installing this window in our van, sweating, cussing, pushing,
It's okay to smile,
and
Ralph.
cussing some more until finally the installation received Linus' stamp of approval.
Oh my god.
I feel like that scene from Ace Ventura where he
crawls out of the rhino's ass, just like.
We pointed our flat-faced vans towards Los Angeles and began making progress towards our destination. The coast was sunny all the way down and as beautiful as ever.
Seals!
It's a stunning drive, and it's become one of our favorites over the years. The sad thing is, our merry fellowship never made it to Los Angeles, because, as the saying goes, it isn't an adventure until something goes dreadfully wrong.
Alright, we're out here on the 101 headed south, and Aidan's turbo blew again. That's a turbo right there. See in there? It's missing a nut. It's sucked in the nut, which means if he keeps driving, it's gonna tear everything up in there. The turbo's done. This is his 4th turbo that has blown since putting this engine in his van. No idea what happened because we've been romping together probably for about 2,000 miles, and we drive the same. We've been pulling the same hills, and my van, knock on wood, is doing fine. But his turbo blew again. I don't know. When we're running the same engine, we're running the same turbo and similar tunes. So it's beyond us what's going on. What you doing, homie?
Calling AAA.
Hold on. You got them on speed dial?
Hold on, dude. I'm like in the middle of typing numbers. I gotta start over.
Yeah, Aidan was a bit frazzled, but who wouldn't be after blowing a 4th turbo? But I want to back up just a minute because we meet a lot of people on the road, and I think it's safe to say that among them, Aidan is legendary. I've seen him countenance any number of hardships with his vans, and I'm always astonished at how he just rolls with the punches. His calmness under duress is a quality I wish that I could say I possessed. When we set off to live on the road, we thought we would mostly just experience cool places. Never did we imagine that it was the people like Aidan that we'd meet along the way who'd prove the most life-changing.
Just working on the van. One of Aidan's favorite things to do. Just kidding.
What's the story going on? What's happening?
We were just driving down the road, and I heard the very familiar sound of a bolt going through the turbo. This will have been, I think, the 4th turbo I've blown this way. So this being on the side of the road is a very familiar feeling. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to pay for this, but I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to pay for any of the other ones, and figured it out, so I'm sure that I'll figure this out in much of the same way. It's just frustrating because I really thought that I had the problem solved, and this just goes to show that I didn't. So it's just hard to know where to go when there's no easy, solution or clear-cut solution. So that's where I'm at right now. Luckily, we are just a few short miles away from our good friends at Go Westy, who are experts when it comes to vans, and be spending the night in their parking lot.
We spent the next few days chilling in the Go Westy parking lot before continuing south to Los Angeles, where we once again stayed with our friends Brandon and Gwen, who you met back in episode 10.
We're in LA, and we've been invited by some Instagram friends to go and camp at Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree is like 3 hours from here. We got a ton of work to do, but we really want to go camping with these people, and we really want to go hang out and see Joshua Tree. We've never been there, and we've never really camped with most of these folks. So we're just gonna go and do what we want to do and camp. Look, another airplane. Anyhow, gonna start packing up the van. All right, looks like we're almost ready to go. We are leaving a few things here because we got to come back tomorrow night and hang out here probably Monday, Tuesday, and get the van ready for Baja. Oh, we've got our laundry here still. All right, hanging out here at Giant Rock with our homies.
Neil, Kristi, and then Shane is over there flying a drone at midnight. Holy cow, man, this fire's killing me. Talking about cameras and other sundry things under the sun.
Sundry.
Sundry, right? Is that the right word for that? Jessica calls me ESL all the time. She is mean. She's cold-blooded to me. Good morning, sleepyhead. Jessica's very angry because we slept at this place where there's a bunch of four-wheel like ATVs that drive around, and they were driving around all night long. And she's very upset because they were making lots of noise. And she said that we should go around to all the camps that have those cars with an air horn to wake them up so they know what it's like to be woken up by lots of loud noises. So, all night long, they were just driving around being idiots. All night long. Morning. How'd you sleep last night?
Wow.
How'd you sleep last night, Shane?
Fantastic, man. Nobody grabbed your balls last night?
Well, no, because the ball window was closed. Oh man, that is so tits, man. Now nobody's gonna grab my dick. I don't know if I like this screen.
What's wrong?
Well, because it'll prevent somebody from grabbing my dong snatch.
I thought that's exactly what you wanted to do, was prevent it.
After thinking about it a little longer, I was like, actually, that'd be kind of
the
good.
action, right?
Yeah, kind of.
It gets lonely out in the desert.
I got this this shelf thing. Spice. What do you call it?
Fancy spice rack.
Look at that thing, dude. Okay, so open it up. And there's actually a lot more space in there than you would think.
And here's the thing, it'll give us so much extra space in our room to do activities. Please say it.
More gooder than what we have.
Well, then what, the stock?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I win. That's it. That's all I needed. After breakfast and spending some time touring the many mods in Shane's van, we fired up the two Syncros at the camp and headed off to do some wheeling around the giant rock area. Neil and Kristi's Syncro, affectionately named Walt, led the way. And because I'd just spent a week wheeling in the Eastern Sierra, Jessica wanted to get a turn at the helm to see what Ripley could do.
I'm ready to take it out for my first time with her off-road, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, go, 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 go! Woo!
I think Jessica popped the tire.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you didn't pop a bead. Toward the sidewall.
You're not kissing. That tire is done.
Back when we lived a more traditional life, Jessica and I would have never thought that playing around in the desert and four-wheel driving could be so much fun.
How you liking this?
It's fun. Just point her and go. She's doing all the work.
Add to that a good group of people and wheeling around in your house, and the experience is that much more exhilarating and rewarding. From a blown tire to narrow obstacles, deep sand and steep hills, Kristi, Neil, Shane, Ton, and Tristi were all part of a weekend where the joy of living took precedence over the passion we have for working. With that time behind us, we headed back to LA and made our final preparations before heading to Mexico, a trip we'd been planning but unable to execute for years due to our commitment to our careers. That delay would soon come to an end, and we would find ourselves south of the border on a mission to gauge our desire to travel the world in a van. Baja would be our test track, and I'll tell you right now, it didn't disappoint. Until next week, live free and drive hard.
The shark hadn't moved, watch.